miles an hour.
Left, sprint!
15 rounds per second.
Dorito! Go!
7 moving targets.
Hey, tell me if you want to do that, but I'll shoot in the head.
And 1 mission.
He's gone!
Eliminate to win.
Wait a second!
The U.S. Paintball Championships, right now on ESPN.
For this.
The U.S. Paintball Championships, presented by Vault.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the U.S. Paintball Championships. I'm Trace Worthington, joined by Maddie Marshall. And Maddie, 8 teams have battled each other to sheer exhaustion today. We're going to trim that down to 4 for the semis.
That's right. We're trimming it down to 4. $50,000 at stake. These guys are going crazy trying to figure out what it's going to take to win that money.
And let's break down the rules here as we get set for this final round of our round-robin tournament. At the end of today, our top 4 teams will move on to the semis. Each matchup today will be the best of 3 games with a team receiving a point for a win.
It's 7 players versus 7 players. The goal, simple. Take out everyone on the opposing team and capture their flag. If the 4-minute time limit expires, the team with more players left wins. A paintball hit on any part of the body or gun and a player is eliminated and must report to the dead box at the back of the field.
So here we are, 6 of our 8 teams still alive for our semifinal slots with the San Diego Dynasty leading the pack. They have clinched their spot already, Maddie.
That's right, Trace. Dynasty undefeated thus far, and today we'll try to complete the round-robin sweep of all 7 of the other teams.
So our final round-robin matchups look like this. A huge game leading off as the Portland Naughty Dogs and the Sacramento Excessive square off.
2 great teams. Loser of this game will probably be stuck playing Dynasty in the semifinals.
We'll then see the San Diego Dynasty trying for an unprecedented round-robin sweep against the Bushwhackers. Battle for Europe will pit the London Tigers against the Stockholm Joy. And we'll then see the New England Hurricanes and the Chicago Evil knock heads in our final matchup. That pits 2 of the youngest and most exciting teams against one another. It's all going down here on the NPPL field. 40 bunkers, of which you will hear the names Doritos, Dollhouse, and the Car Wash. Just 1 car wash at midfield for today's round, a slight change that the NPPL Rules Committee felt would encourage aggressive play. And now the Portland Naughty Dogs take the field in a game they have to have. Sitting right now in 3rd place, just 1 win ahead of Team Excessive. They'll take the field led by their captain, Rocky Newt, whose younger brother Raymond also will be blasting away for the Dogs today. And the team sitting in the 4th spot, at this point, Sacramento Excessive, led by 12-year veteran Rich Telford, who along with Nicky Cuba and John Richardson are considered some of the top players in the world, Maddie.
That's right, Trace. Back players for Excessive, Telford, Cuba, and Neil Everly have to play flawless today if they're going to take out this Naughty Dogs team that I expect will try to come out and play aggressive.
All right, here we go. $50,000. That's what's at stake in this U.S. Paintball Championships. Sacramento Excessive, Portland Naughty Dogs, game 1.
Big breakout sent Thomas Taylor of Team Excessive in the red. Naughty Dogs in the blue. Excessive taking the snake off the break with Taylor. Quick bump up to the Dollhouse. Excessive moving and shaking right now.
Object, simple, to eliminate. Both teams have 7 men strong at the moment.
And the brawler, Davey Williamson from SoCal, getting up there in the mix. Corey Field laying down some paint. We see Excessive. 3 guns up on that snake side. Oh, it looks like Davey Williamson takes one to the dome. He heads to the dead box.
He's the first to go. Dogs are up 1 man.
So Trace, Dogs with slight advantage right now, just like you said, but Excessive trying to move up that Dorito side. I think Richardson is hit. Oh, that's a big loss. Davey Williamson and John Richardson die early for Excessive.
So Excessive right now, down 2 men.
You see Roussan for the Naughty Dogs working on that tape wire right there, the snake.
And the first dog goes down, it's Hawking.
G1 Trevor!
We see a good move by Nicky Cuba. Awesome timing on that move. Rusan right here couldn't quite get a shot on him, even though he is down that snake tape. You know what, Trace? Excessive, if they do one thing well, it's come back from the brink of extinction. And they're some of the most seasoned veterans on the entire circuit, and they're very good at coming back from behind. Oh, as we see Rocky Newth walking off.
Excessive doing a great job, 5 apiece.
Excessive trains very extensively in their gunfights. Oh, we have a great snake matchup coming up right here. Excessive with 2 in the snake. Oh, and they got Rusan. Excessive dominating that snake side right now.
Little Drito's on me, Rich. Back center's still on me.
Big Rich Telford's already to the 50-yard line of the bunker. It's not looking good for the Naughty Dogs.
Raymond Newth goes down. Telford out for Excessive.
Oh, Telford just got a little bit too greedy. I think Hector Cordona got a shot on him.
43 seconds.
Thomas Taylor's very fast fingers making quick work on McCluskey. It doesn't look good for the Dogs, Trace. Only 2 players left as Nicky Cuba advances up the field. He's at the Naughty Dogs dollhouse. He comes on the run through, takes one guy down. It's Raymond Newth. Tries to trade out with Cordona. I didn't think he got him.
The back center's hit on his goal. Okay.
And here comes Neil Eberly. Oh, great job by the always consistent Neil Eberly from Team Excessive. And they're going to take game number 1.
So Eberly running back and bringing it home for his Team Excessive.
And here we have Nicky Cuba on the run through. Boom, takes Raymond Newth down. He tries to trade out with Cordona. Cordona gets a great shot on him. Still a good move by Nicky Cuba anyway. And Neil Eberly, with the most consistent player on Excessive, finishing it up. Victory Excessive.
It's the best of 3 games. We'll be back with game 2.
The U.S. Paintball Championships presented by Vault. Drinks like a soda, kicks like an energy drink. Vault. Get to it.
Welcome back, everybody, to Miami, where Team Excessive has jumped on the Naughty Dogs to take a 1-game lead here in the best of 3. So, Maddie, what can the Dogs do differently here in game 2 to get back into this thing?
Well, I'll tell you what, Trace, they need to just take a look inside and step up that level of mental tenacity if they're going to expect to take any wins against this Excessive team that's just on a roll right now.
There's the Portland Naughty Dogs down 1 game over the Sacramento Excessive. Very important now for the Dogs to put something together in the situation. Best of 3, Dogs down 1.
Oh, that's not going to help at all. McCluskey, one of the most powerful runners, he gets shot the break. Looks like Hawken got shot too. Oh, no, this is a terrible breakout. And Rusan dies. There's Naughty Dogs getting shot everywhere.
Team Excessive coming out in force.
Team Excessive very good at shooting those breakout lanes, taking 3 dogs off the break. Excessive looking awesome right now. We got Nicky Cuba. Nicky Cuba injured his knee earlier on in this tournament. Still playing. Oh, and Glaze gets shot.
So now Excessive finally loses a player. Now they lose 2 players, so now the Naughty Dogs making a charge.
Thomas Taylor.
Huge charge.
Oh,
Cuba's gone.
Cuba's gone too. Look at this. It's all tied up now.
You hear the yelling. Communication, a key component to winning paintball tournaments.
Each one of these teams, they have their own codes, calling out names of spots, where people are, how many people alive, how many people dead. See the brawler, Davey Williamson. He's in a very good position. Trying to get an angle on that snake side. I think he just got someone. I don't know. We'll see. Nope, missed that shot.
You see the NPPL pro refs dispersed throughout the field as well. 6 of them, including a head ref. They check to see if anybody's hit, to see if there's anything illegal going on. They put themselves in the line of fire as well, so you have to give them props.
As we see the Naughty Dogs. Oh, great shot. I think that was Cordona getting a shot on Richardson.
Richardson takes a blast.
Oh, and Corey Field seizing the opportunity, runs all the way to the snake. That was a great move by Corey Field. And after initially losing a bunch of guys, the Naughty Dogs are winning this game right now, Trace.
A pivotal game for the Dogs if they want to push it to 3 games.
Davey Williamson's trying to get a shot. He's got to be pretty angry at his fellow Excessive members right now for dying early.
Best of 3, a 4-minute time limit per match.
You see Cordoni's head checking, trying to earn that gunfight. We see the paintballs bouncing off that bunker. The paintballs coming in 200 miles an hour. You see Eberle and Rich Telford, two of the best backmen in the business.
Never mind, scratch.
They're going to have a game, Trace. They're losing this one right now.
Stay alive, Raymond!
Rocky yelling at his brother Raymond to stay alive.
The Dogs doubling up in the snake.
Stay alive!
Big move by Raymond. Rocky's yelling at him, telling him to stay alive. They're winning this game right now.
25 seconds left. And if the time runs out, Maddie, whoever has the most men will take it.
As it stands right now, Naughty Dogs winning this game.
Uh-oh, here comes the ref. They're checking out Williamson.
And Williamson's hit in the last 10 seconds. Not that it really matters. Naughty Dogs still winning this game.
Just a couple seconds left. And it looks like the Naughty Dogs, with the time running out, will have 4 men on the field excessive with 2. That means the Naughty Dogs doing a great job at tying up this best of 3.
What an awesome job by the Naughty Dogs, maintaining the composure. The 4 guys, Rocky Newt and his brother, awesome game. They had a bunch of guys, look at this, off the break getting shot. McCluskey got shot, trying to get to the snake. Hawking gets shot early, and then Thomas Taylor getting a little bit too greedy on that snake side. Amazing composure by the Naughty Dogs to pull back victory from the jaws of defeat here in game number 2.
So we will be setting up for a third and deciding game, and Team Excessive will be looking for their veteran players to lead them to victory. And if there is one guy that can do it, it's 7-year veteran Nicky Cuba.
Like many of the top players in the sport, this East Coast baller started playing in the backwoods of Long Island. Now 24 years old, Nicky Cuba is one of the best players in the world and loves laying the beat down for Team Excessive.
There was a paintball store that was directly next door to my house. If I was ever lost, that's where my mom knew where to find me. I was just hanging out in there, having a good time. Just never put it down. It actually turned out to be a good thing to stick with. Paintball, it's an adrenaline rush like no other. When you wake up, start getting on your gear and you start getting focused in your game, know what you're supposed to do, know your role on the field. All that stuff's going on in your head. 7 people just battling and going at it. 15 balls a second in the air. And it's real intense, real intense.
Now, Maddie, you told me that he is a very intense competitor. A lot of the communication out there, he's yelling and screaming. He gets it done, though.
I'll tell you what, you gotta love Nicky Cuba, man. There is no one more intense than him in this entire sport. He's one of the greatest guys ever. He'd die in a back alley for you, for sure.
Third and deciding game between the Portland Naughty Dogs and the Sacramento Excessive. Excessive took game 1. Dogs got it done in game 2. Who will prevail in this final game 3?
We see Dogs in red, Excessive in blue. Dogs slightly better field possession right now. Huge game 3. A lot at stake right here, Trace.
$50,000 to be specific for this U.S. Paintball Championships.
And also a ton of respect. This is the sport's biggest stage. We hear Davey Williamson calling the codes, letting his team know where the opposing players are.
The last chance for these teams to advance to our final 4 positions in this tournament.
Roussan sliding into Snake. I think he might have got clipped. He did. He's going to head back to the dead box. He doesn't think he got shot. Referee obviously thought that he did. You see Thomas Taylor. He shot that back center in the pack. It's Corey Field. He's going to walk off. That's a huge loss for the Naughty Dogs.
Dogs are down 2 guys to the Excessive.
Corey Field's been consistently one of their best players. We see Excessive with a dominant field position on that snake side. Rusty Glaze holding his lane.
Where they at, guys? Check the back left. Check the back left, Judge.
John Richardson, he thinks that he shot somebody.
And they just yell for the ref to go check him out.
He's trying to get a referee in there to check that back guy.
And he's right. Another dog goes down. It's Raymond Newt, the Excessive, with 7 men strong right now. They haven't lost a guy.
Excessive looks very strong right now. Davey Williamson seizes the weakness in the Dogs. He wants to get up to that car wash. Davey playing very smart right now.
Uh-oh. The Dogs down McCluskey.
McCluskey dying out of a key spot. There's only 3 Naughty Dogs left. We see Dogs in red. Only 3 players left. Nicky Cuba breaking out. Good move by Nicky Cuba. And Cardona gets torn apart trying to get to that snake side.
Where's the team?
It does not look good at all, Trace, for the Naughty Dogs in this last game.
The Excessive finally lose a man as Richardson, but they can afford it.
Slow it down!
And Rocky Newt, he gets shot. That's the captain of the Dogs. One of the last threats left. Nicky Cuba got a great shot on him. It's just a matter of time now. Excessive with 6 bodies left is Everly moving up the field. And who assassinates the last guy? It's Rusty Glaze taking down Alberman. And Excessive with a giant victory here in Game 3.
Very smart playing by Excessive, Matty.
Awesome job. You see right here, Rocky Newt gets dotted in his eye by Nicky Cuba. And we have Rusty Glaze puts the punctuation mark in Alderman's back to end the game. Awesome job by Excessive in Game 3.
Third member of our broadcast team is Jamie Little, and she's on the field with Nicky Cuba.
All right, Nikki, so the good news is you guys aren't playing Dynasty in the semis. Take us through this and how much this game meant to you guys.
You know, it was just another game, but we kind of, you know, did a mistake in the second game. We had them up on bodies. We were winning 7-4, and we lost 3 guys in a row. And it's bad to lose guys in clusters just because other team gets to come back and make moves and make adjustments. And that's what happened in the second game. They wound up taking it. And then third game, you know, came out. We did our game plan. We slowed it down. And we just talked to our teammates and talked everyone through their moves. And, you know, it really wouldn't have mattered if we played Dynasty or Joy Division.
Next up, it's Dynasty trying to finish off a record-breaking run. But you can bet Big Dan and the Bushwhackers will be looking to stomp on the Dynasty dreams.
Create some chaos, make some nonsense happen, and just once he goes, follow. So what do you?
Big Dan and the Bushwhackers prepping for their match, just about to set off against the San Diego Dynasty. Bushwhackers owned and coached by Ron Kilborn, and they will depend on Big Dan Lee today for an offensive explosion. They'll face a Dynasty team of all-world players, though. Ollie Lang with a stellar tournament thus far, and also Ryan Greenspan, who has been unstoppable throughout.
I'll tell you what, Trace. Dynasty, a team of individual stars that plays seamless team paintball better than anyone out there. And that's pretty much what makes them such a special and challenging team to play.
So game number 1, OC Bushwhackers and the San Diego Dynasty. There's the Bushwhackers getting set. Dynasty on the right-hand side.
Good breakout by both teams. Very aggressive breakout by the Bushwhackers all the way into the dollhouse on the break. Oh, but they lose McKinley. And I think Fregosa got shot as well for Dynasty. He's trying to get a referee to come check him out.
You're right, Matty. Fregosa is done. Not a guy that the Dynasty wants to leave early.
Not at all. He's been playing super aggressive on that snake side. Oh, and that's Alex Frazee sliding in to the dollhouse. The counter, the Bushwhackers' early move. It's all even up right now, 6 apiece. There's Oliver Lang, international paintball superstar, backed up by Brian Cole. Brian Cole, one of the most underrated players on Dynasty. I think he got a shot in on Mandel.
Mandel's gone. Uh-oh. And they return the favor, and they eliminate Greenspan. A big man for the Dynasty is gone.
That's right. He's a small guy, but he plays large.
So the Bushwhackers doing a great job, Matty, tying things up. It's 5 apiece.
Oh, they're totally styling on this Dorito side. It's Rabago. I think he might make a move here on Alex. Yeah, here he goes. Oh, awesome move by Rabago. The rookie taking out seasoned veteran Alex Frazee. Great move by Rabago. It's all tied up now, Trace, 4 apiece.
That's what it's all about. It's an elimination process.
It's a big snake battle. Oh, look at that move.
Epic move.
That's actually an illegal move because he kind of slid on the bunker right there, Trace.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it looked awesome, and it was effective. I don't think the referee's going to pull him out for that, though. So Medieros, big move up that snake side.
The ref perhaps checking to see if Medieros is hit.
Referees really get into their job here. That's why they're pro referees. Big snake battle right here. Ollie Lang and Medieros. You see Medieros, he's gunned up right now. I think he thinks that Oliver's going to try to come get him. He's kind of too far away from that. He needs to get offensive in there.
The ref calls him clean. He did not see any paint on him. And the refs can't interfere with their play either.
We see Johnny Perchek loading up his paint. 120 rounds, each one of those pots. Oh, meaty arrow shot out of the snake. I said he needed to get a little aggressive, but you still got to play smart. He doesn't take the Cyclops to his dome piece. He's going to walk to the dead box. We see Bushwhackers in red, Dynasty in blue. Dynasty slightly better field position right now.
And there's Ollie Lang. He's in the snake now.
He's uncontested in that snake, and he gets a great shot.
Bushwhackers go down. Predu
trying to make something happen now. We have Ollie Lang just standing up over the top. He finally gets put back in.
Uh-oh. And Nunes goes down.
It's just a matter of time now. Cole and Lang on the move, flying downfield. One of them's going to get him, and they do. They take out Big Dan in the can right there at the very end.
No surprise, Big Dan hanging out at the can. The Dynasty Synergy continues to challenge all of these teams, Maddie, in this tournament.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Bushwhacker's going to have to come with a little bit more aggression. Ollie Lang showing why he's the #1 player in the world, rocking it out on that snake side. And at the end, Brian Cole and Ollie Lang running down Big Dan Lee, the last Bushwhacker player, in that backhand. Awesome job by Team Dynasty in Game 1.
Dynasty once again executing a game plan to near perfection, and this stuff is not made up on the fly. Maddie Marshall hangs with Team Dynasty as they tell us that the game is won before the gun is loaded.
These guys live and die on strategy. And Team Dynasty spends hours before a tournament walking the fields to come up with a game plan.
Breakouts. Once BC can put his mirror in there, any guys here in the tent or whatever, I can see everything over here. I'll hop into the snake.
Could be sneaky from back there.
Let that guy start shooting across here, and you can just yell to me. I'll come out here and shoot him right in the
You can pop right over the top and blow him away. That'll definitely be a lot better because then you can just stay out of this back spot, which you're going to get stuck in. As soon as that guy's dead, you're going to be able to wrap and get 2 more like quick key kills, and it's going to blow the game wide open.
So, Maddie, Dynasty, obviously an aggressive team. Is that something that they put together in the walkthrough?
Well, I'll tell you what, Trace. Good game plans give you the best initiative you can get. And it's also like Dynasty says, if you hesitate, you lose.
And Bushwhackers' Big Dan Lee is wearing a helmet cam for us so we can get a player's perspective. 1, 2, 3, at least a perspective from Big Dan as we get set now for Game 2. San Diego Dynasty and the Bushwhackers. The Dynasty, no surprise, bringing it home in game #1 in this best of 3.
Well, Big Dan and the Bushwhackers, they need to put something together here. We see Big Dan rolling his gun off the break. They double stack up that backhand. Oh, big move by the Bushwhackers in blue, Dynasty in red. But Predu gets shot, Mandel gets shot.
2 Bushwhackers down.
Dan Lee's trying to figure out what's going on. I think he just took a hit, too.
He did. He's out, Maddie, and he's refilling his gun. Don't know why.
Well, he might just start shooting people. You never know with Big Dan. We see Fergoza uncontested on that snake side. Ollie Lang over the top. That car wash. He's on the move.
Bushwhackers down to 3 men. Dynasty with a full rack of 7 men. Robago goes down. The Bushwhackers in serious trouble.
Oh, they're in absolutely terrible field position.
So typical of Dynasty.
Dynasty just continuing their onslaught. Nobody can stop these guys. Definitely not the Bushwhackers here. Dynasty takes this in 2 games. As team captain, a little high five. Alex Frazee grabs the flag. Dynasty absolutely demolished Big Dan and the Bushwhackers. You see Dan walking off, takes a couple to his loader. Absolute domination by Alex Frazee and Team Dynasty.
And Dynasty in our round robin have gone undefeated. They beat all 7 teams. Let's go down to the field, check in with Jamie Little.
All right, Johnny, you guys, that was probably the fastest game I've seen in this tournament so far. What was the mindset there?
Well, basically, it was fast because of them. They had nothing to lose, so they tried to take a bunch of 50 spots and a lot of ground. And we just stopped them. We shot them going to the spots and then just capitalized on it, and there was no way to not make it fast, you know?
So they were trying to be more aggressive and risky, but that hurt them.
Yeah, and we actually tried some stuff that game, too, to try to scare the competition a little bit, and it seemed to work, so.
It's about that time. The Europeans have invaded. London Tigers and Stockholm Joy, and the matchup both teams have been waiting for. Coming up when the U.S. Paintball Championships continue. Welcome back to the U.S. Paintball Championships presented by Vault. We have seen some phenomenal paintball gunfighters throughout this tournament, perhaps none better than Ollie Lang. We decided to send our own Jamie Little to get a lesson from the Dynasty superstar.
We're out here on the field with Ollie Lang. He's been dominating on Team Dynasty, #1 team right now, so we go to the best to Tell me how you shoot one of these markers.
There's actually a lot to it, a lot more to it than people think, you know? It's not just pick up the gun and pull the trigger, you know? I mean, really, when we're playing bunkers like this, you really got to get into them. I mean, every single part of your gun and yourself is, you know, it's an extension of you. So if I'm in like this, think I'm okay, you can get shot in the loader. I'm going to turn it on right now. It's just a push of a button like this, and we're live. This is actually a mechanically fed loader right here. So every time I pull the trigger, it spins right there, all right, and pushes the balls down in there, all right? So you can see them bouncing around in there. As soon as you get down, you're going like this.
Oh my gosh. All right. Everybody look out. I'm armed. Okay. I can't do it that fast.
See, I got my, that was good. Oh, you're getting much better now.
Marking it all up.
You are.
All right,
I see some girls teams over there that are scouting you.
This is fun. We'll see you out there. Good luck. Thank you. And maybe I'll be seeing you. Well, maybe not. I'll just keep my day job.
I never would think anyone could look cute in those outfits. Jamie Little definitely pulling it off. Total natural. Well, now it's time for the European collision. The Stockholm Joy, sitting in second place, will field a squad led by Maximus Lundqvist, who along with brother Alex will be looking to lock up a spot in the semis. London Tigers countering with paintball veteran and bag player Paul Kane. Tigers would like to knock the Joy out of that semifinal spot here in the final round of the round robin, Maddie.
That's right, Trace. Both teams playing defensive paintball thus far in the tournament, and I'd look for these guys to fire it up here, as these teams are very familiar with one another.
Paintball's premier international teams, Stockholm Joy, London Tigers.
Hollington with a little stutter step gets into that snake. That was an awesome move if he's still alive. I think he is.
The refs have the right to come out and check to see if they have paint. Lundqvist has paint. He's gone.
Tigers doubling up that back stand-up can with Paul Kane and Big J Trojan. And Kane's shot could not get small enough in that back bunker.
So the Stockholm Joy even things up.
Oh, it looks like Storkenfeld has gotten into that first notch of the snake. For Stockholm Joy, we see here he's out on the tape line right now. Hollington shooting cross field. That snake, so many good shots from there. Paintball, a game of field position. It's like chess with guns. You got to get upfield. Alex Lundqvist. And here Lynch making a move on that Dorito side. I think Alex might have got a shot on him. Yet the referee gets in there, calls him out. He's going to walk back to the dead box. Joy slight advantage, Trace.
One man up. Stockholm Joy. There's Maxwell.
And we see two Joy pinning down Zorn in that Dorito. Storkenfeld firing from the snake.
A very important game for the Stockholm Joy if they want to clinch one of the 4 semifinal spots awarded at the end of today. And right now they're sitting with 6 men on the field, the Tigers with 5. Still a tight game.
You know, it's great to see these two teams over here coming from Europe. Paintball's a huge international sport. It's played all over the world as far as Japan, Eastern Europe, Australia, South Africa. There's teams from all over the place.
Maxwell's down. Joy up 2 men over the Tigers. The Joy at 6 strong. 4-minute time frame here in these rounds. As you see, Samuelson gets eliminated.
Samuelson, they had the advantage. You know, he just got a little bit too aggressive. Should have checked off that lane. And Storkenfeld, great shot on Adkin from that snake. Storkenfeld continuing to play very, very well for the Stockholm Joy.
The first of a 3-game series. It's a best of 3, and if the time runs out, whoever has the most men standing in the end will be victorious.
Storkenfeld is probing right now. He's trying to get a shot. He moves up to the second notch. That's a good spot. Let's see if he can get something done from there. Jimmy Martin actually with poor form. He should be shooting with his left hand.
Does he normally shoot with his left hand?
Well, it's all about minimizing your profile. So regardless of what hand you shoot with, you have to train so you can shoot out of the left-hand side and the right-hand side, be ambidextrous. Under 30 seconds left.
And the Tigers now with 3 men on the field. The Stockholm Joy with 5 men. And if the time runs out, the Joy will be looking pretty good. Here comes the ref to check out one of the Tigers. It's Martin. He's gone.
Martin dying. Oh, less than 10 seconds. Storkenfeld moving up the field. He gets shot. But Joy still up on bodies right now.
Time's running out, Maddie, and it's done the Stockholm Joy take the first game over the London Tigers.
In this great international European matchup, we have Storkenfeld playing very well for the Stockholm Joy on that snake side. Got a bunch of kills out of there, and Joy takes game number 1.
Welcome back to sunny Miami, where the Stockholm Joy took down the London Tigers in game 1. Matty Marshall here to continue his series on how to play the various bunkers on the NPPL field.
All right, now we're in the front spot. The front spot's very key because once I get into this position, if you notice, I'm on the 50-yard line right now. Everyone on the other team is going to know I'm here. So basically, if I'm a front guy and I get into a very important spot like this, I mean, yes, I definitely want to kill people, but more importantly, I need to stay alive. Now, if you notice right now, I'm in this bunker real tight. You know, the guy's going to be playing this like this. He's going to be, you know, real tight in here, avoiding getting hit. Because if he gets taken out of here, this is a key spot. They've got to take it again. You don't want that to happen. Okay, but once I've lived in this spot for a long time, game starts to wear down, got a bunch of kills, we want to make moves. Now I need to get a little bit more aggressive. Probably only a couple guys left. Let's say there's a guy like right in front of this front bunker right here. I'm going to stand up. Now I'm playing this on my feet, playing real smart, keeping my gun in, head checking properly. And then if I come out and I see, oh, there's only one guy there. Okay, there's a guy there. I can block that guy out. I can put that guy in myself. I'm moving across this side. I come around this side, change hands, and then come, boom. Tight, aggressive, controlled paintball. The majority of the time is going to win the tournament.
And Matty, obviously the Tigers not playing smart, aggressive paintball in game 1.
Absolutely not, Trace. They need to get it together if they expect to move out of that bottom position.
A win for the Tigers will boost their pride. A win for the Joy will clinch one of the 4 remaining semifinal positions and inch them closer to the $50,000 prize here at the U.S. Paintball Championships. Game number 2, the Joy winning game number 1.
Tigers need to put something together here on the breakout. Hollington, big move to the snake, but they lose Adkin. Adkin's going to walk off. He goes to the dead box, but so is Samuelson. It's all evened up right now, 6-6. Hollington getting set up on that tape line in the snake. Good job by Hollington. We see Tigers in red, Joy in blue. Joy, really good field position up in the center of the field.
Tigers lose Maxwell, Matty.
Maxwell walks off. We see Joy rocking out from that dollhouse. Again, very strong center position there. They got great shots from those bunkers.
And it's a good strategy, Matty. They got lynched, 6-4 Joy.
So the Tigers continue to look weak against Stockholm Joy. We see Hollington in the snake right now. He's actually dominating Storkenfeld. And it's Maximus Lundqvist, big move across to the dollhouse, further solidifying Joy's great center field position.
Time expired in the first game, where the Joy capitalized with more men on the field after the 4-minute time limit was up.
And Joy is playing aggressive here against the Tigers. We see Alex Lundqvist and Jake Erickson both rolling their guns, wrapping around. They're trying to get a shot on the last couple Tiger players. Joy up 2 bodies right now. And now they're up 3. And we see Storkenfeld and Melgren move to the same bunker. They got to get it together here. Oh, and Melgren shot on his first engagement. Referee running over there, pulling him out. Joy still with the advantage. And we see another Tiger player get into Paul Kane. Joy just running up the field. Storkenfeld takes out Hollington in the snake. Alex Lundqvist is going to grab the flag.
And the Stockholm Joy clinch a spot in the Final 4, the semis, and it's the last game for the Tigers. They're eliminated.
The last game, Paul Kane takes it in the back, and Storkenfeld on the run-through. Great game by Stockholm Joy.
We'll send it over to Jamie, who's hanging with the Lundqvist brothers.
You guys are going to the semis now. What are you thinking about that?
Well, you know, this is what we came here to do, and you know, we're pretty happy already getting this far, and just gonna try to take it all the way.
All right, the brothers, Alex and Maximus. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
From the old school to the new school, New England Hurricanes and the Chicago Evil getting locked and loaded for their matchup. Coming up next. Welcome back to the U.S. Paintball Championships presented by Vault. Getting ready for the inevitable high-energy battle between 2 teams who are rising stars on the paintball scene. The Chicago Evil giving teams fits throughout the entire tournament, led by Mark Worrell, as well as frontman Danny Benitez. they will face the New England Hurricanes led by Scott Mayer and a team of young paintballers who have played out of their minds all tournament long, Maddie.
That's right, Trace. The Hurricanes have surprised people thus far. These kids just do not care who they're playing, which is the best way to approach the top teams in the world. And when it's game time, you show the other guys on the opposite end of the field absolutely no respect.
So game one, New England Hurricanes facing the Chicago Evil. Best of three.
This is going to be a great matchup right now, Trace. Both these teams incredibly aggressive, playing on fire. Good solid breakout by both teams. And after an initially conservative breakout, they get Danny Benitez, Chicago Evil, in the dollhouse. They got better field position right now.
Who's out in the back? The first to go is Napolitano.
Canes in red, Evil in blue. Napolitano heading to the dead box. You see Bernacchi is trying to fight his way up that snake side. Playing so well over there so far this tournament.
And Page is down. The Canes still have all 7 men. The Evil lose 2 total.
Canes playing like they want one of those spots in the semifinals.
Moving up the field, key for both teams. The object, obviously, to eliminate.
Evil slightly down, but they still have pretty good field position. Still anyone's game at this point. Neve, he gets shot trying to get a little too creative. Yeah, Trace, you want to get as many people up in those 50-yard line bunkers as possible. You see the snake, the car wash, all key spots.
Benitez has gone for the Evil. They're in trouble now. The Canes still 7 strong.
Does not look good for Evil right now as Mayer, that backhand, talking to his boys. You see all the guns up on the Canes. Hurricanes playing like they want one of those spots.
It's only Worrell, Zorn, and Hytala for the Evil. Worrell is gone, their superstar player. And now Zorn is whacked 1 against 7, Maddie.
It's going to be just a matter of time. Antoni gets shot, but they still have 6 players left. We see Bernacchi making the run through on Hytala. Hytala tried to trade out with them, but he didn't get him. And Billy Bernacchi is going to wave the rest of his players off and run in and grab that flag. Awesome play in this first game. You see Thomas Fantoni trying to push the aggressive envelope a little bit too far. Only person the Hurricanes lost. You see Bernacchi running through, continuing his domination of that snake. Awesome play by a young Hurricanes team.
Hurricanes continue their winning ways, and while many people here in Miami have been surprised by the surge from Paintballer's youngest squad, the players themselves will have no problem telling you that this is exactly what they had expected.
They're the new kids on the pro circuit and already a force to contend with.
We're not like everyone else. We're the youngest team here. I remember when we used to be an amateur team, just working our way up. Always dreamed I'd be here.
Everyone thinks that we're just a really young team and that we're not consistent enough. We just got to prove ourselves to be consistent.
The New England Hurricanes sneaking into the championships unnoticed. These guys have now kicked in the door of the pro paintball scene.
Playing against that Dynasty and Excessive, going head-to-head with those guys, it's always a good game with them.
I think it's great, man. New blood's good blood.
The stakes are high, and their confidence even higher.
I'm expecting to go out there and smash them.
We're going to be here top 4, guaranteed. We're going to make it. I'm not even worried about it.
Maddie, they played solid throughout this entire tournament. What would you attribute that to?
Well, you got to give them a lot of props on their heart. You know, they still got a lot of work to do before they're a top team, but they love that heart.
Chicago Evil stage ready to battle the New England Hurricanes. The Evil trying to tie things up. We'll see if they have the goods, Maddie.
Evil stumbling a little bit that first game and playing pretty well this event.
Canes down 1 off the bat at Savoy.
Savoy's going to walk to the dead box. Great field position by Evil. We're already all the way up in that dollhouse. Benitez rolling his gun. And we see Billy Bernacchi has been playing very, very aggressive and well for the Hurricanes. He's trying to get a shot. The snake, very important in the game of paintball. And we see Evil already all the way up in the snake. Great field position by Chicago Evil, moving up that Dorito side as well.
The Bernacchi takes a hike as well as Landry, so now the Canes have only 4 players remaining. The Evil 7 strong.
Nicky Foglia, he's rolling his gun. He's trying to pick off some of the 7 remaining Evil players. Evil looking really good right now.
The Evil putting together a great game, which they must do if they want to push it to a third.
Finally starting to play like the tenacious people that they are. We see Hightower, he takes a walk, trying to push it a little bit too hard.
So now the Hurricanes making a charge, but not anymore as DeBillis goes down.
Scott Mayer shooting that lane after DeBillis walks off. You see Evil doubled up in the snake. Worrell's looking for a move. Here he goes. That's not the best part of that bunker you want to be in. Oh, and he takes a shot.
You are correct, Matty. Worrell is down for the Evil. Now the Canes hanging in there with 3 against 5.
Mantoni, very aggressive player, trying to make something happen. You see Canes in blue. Their 2 best positions right there. Foglia in one of them. That very important back. Aztecs got great shots on the snake.
Napolitano with the finger work, the semi-automatic pistol.
And the referee getting out there. He's trying to call Foglia a hit. Foglia trying to talk his way out of that hit. Couldn't do it.
Nope, Foglia's down. Now it's 2 against 5.
It does not look good for the Hurricanes after initially they won that first game. And here we have Laniv. He's moving up the field, playing smart.
And now the Chicago Evil developing a great strategy after losing game number 1 as smack-talking Mantoni goes down for the Canes.
Mantoni catches one in his face. He's going to walk to the dead box.
And Scott Mayer goes down, the final Hurricanes player, Matty. So the Evil getting her done in game 2, forcing a game 3.
That's right, Trace. And as Page, he runs in, grabbing that flag, exchanges a few choice words with the last Hurricane player. I'll tell you what, game 3 is going to be awesome. There's absolutely no love between these 2 teams at all. And we see Mantoni here. Boom, catches one Cyclops right in the center of his face. He's just trying to make something happen at the end of that game. An Evil pressing up the field. Game 3 is going to be absolutely awesome between these 2 aggressive teams.
Mark Worrell putting it all together with his team. He's on the field with Jamie.
All right, Mark, you guys are keeping it exciting. Although you're not going on to the semis, you guys are still keeping it close. And the Hurricanes, they were all about annihilating you guys quickly.
Oh, yeah, there's a little kind of hate there. I don't want to say hate, but we've had some rivalry in the past, some hard-fought practices during the summer and stuff. So, yeah, they wanted to really annihilate us, and they had that first game, so they kind of had the leg up on us. But, you know, and yeah, we're not moving on, but you still got to fight it through, and you're still playing for wins. For rankings matters a lot, and respect. You know, respect is huge, and that's what we're playing for right now is respect.
These 2 teams just don't have an ounce of quit in them. It all comes down to a 3rd and final game for the Evil and the Canes, ready to leave it all on the field. Next.
The U.S. Paintball Championships presented by Vault. Drinks like a soda, kicks like an energy drink. Vault. Get to it.
And welcome back to Miami for the U.S. Paintball Championships, where we have a 3rd and deciding game 3 between the Chicago Evil and the New England Hurricanes, Matty.
Well, Trace, these teams do not like each other one bit. Canes slapping Evil around in game 1, and then Mark Worrell and the Evil hitting back in game 2. I cannot wait to see how things are going to shake down here in game number 3.
Well, the verbal battles cannot win this tournament. The New England Hurricanes and the Chicago Evil, game number 3. Tempers on both sides heated, Matty.
That's right, but luckily they got more than their voices. Everyone's got a gun in their hands. Breakout from both teams. Oh, Scott Mayer shot off the back. Oh, he is incredibly angry at himself. He wanted to contribute to this battle, but he's going to have to watch it from the dead box. We see Canes in red, Evil in blue. Mantoni thought he shot someone. I think he did. Yep, it's Zorn off that Dorito tape.
So the Hurricanes tie it up now at 6 apiece.
Tell me when you're up, son.
And Billy Bernaccia continuing to play well, gets into that first notch of the snake. Worrell, big move, trying to get to the second notch of the snake on his side of the field.
Uh-oh, and Worrell, the team captain, is toast.
It looks like he just overslit a little bit, took a shot in his foot. As the Canes slide into the car wash on the 50-yard line.
The Chicago Evil staging a huge comeback in game 2, Matty, tying things up, bringing it to this 3rd game.
Canes continuing to prove why they're one of the best young and up-and-coming teams. Let's see if they're going to have enough, though. Evil playing well this whole event.
There's Bernacchi and the Snake. The NPPL pro refs coming to check out if he got hit.
I think he took one to the face. Yep, he did. He's going to walk off.
So Bernacchi receives some unsolicited paint work. He's done.
And Hitella trying to look for a shot. He's yelling codes to his boys.
I know. Yeah, there's one in the posted on me.
I think Hitella took a shot, though. He just got a little bit too greedy on that gunfight.
So now the Canes up one man. You want to have as many men on the field at all times. I mean, there's a 4-minute time frame here. And if the time runs out, whoever has the most bodies wins.
Time's looking right. Time's looking right.
And you see Canes here in red, better field position, 2 bodies in that center. Oh, big move by Benitez, but he gets torn to pieces.
It doesn't work, Matty. And now the Evil down to only 3 men.
You know what, Benitez was just trying to make something happen. He thought he saw the move. It just didn't quite work out.
Gabillas is gone for the Hurricanes, looking better for the Evil now that Mantoni's out.
And here we have Landry on a run-through.
2 apiece, tied up.
So Mantoni and Landry are going to walk off. Foglia moves up to the next position. He's almost to the 50-yard line bunker. It's a tense matchup right now in this grudge match. We see the bodies left here. Canes in red, Evil in blue. Canes with better field position.
Napolitano reloading, Matty.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like Lanive has any more pods on his back. Only the paintball's in his hopper. Let's see if he can make it happen.
Coach, you guys get shot like this.
And it looks like Lanive just got shot in his forearm. He's going to walk off. Only one Evil player left. It's Napolitano in the backhand. Foglia moving up.
All that to do is sit.
We'll see if Napolitano can make it happen.
He's in.
2-on-1.
He's battling. Oh, he gets shot. Napolitano.
Yeah!
So the referee showed him the hit. Nicky Foglia running in. He's grabbing that flag. Awesome game by the Hurricanes. They take game 3, the grudge match, away from Chicago Evil. Here we had Mark Worrell sliding into the Snake. He almost makes it, but boom, gets shot in the foot the last second. And here we have Landry on the run-through. Awesome move by the Hurricanes. And at the very end of the game, it was just Lanive and Napolitano trying to cross it up, trying to win their gunfights, but it wasn't enough. And the Hurricanes are going to take this game.
All right, we know now who our 4 semifinalists will be. Dynasty, Joy, Excessive, and the Naughty Dogs moving on to battle for $50,000. And now it's time for our Vault Assault, brought to you by Vault. Drinks like a soda, kicks like an energy drink. Vault, get to it.
Well, he's the biggest name in the game. Ollie Lang with another off-the-hook performance today against the Bushwhackers. Ollie playing up front most of the day and absolutely annihilating the Orange County players throughout Dynasty's 2-game sweep.
We are now down to our final 4 teams. Tune into ESPN next time as we crown a champion and hand out $50,000. For Mandy Marshall and Jamie Little, I'm Trace Worthington. Thanks for joining us.